Hey guys, what's up? Matt here, and welcome to my fragrance obsession. Now, I am back from Myrtle Beach. I had an amazing 3 days down there. This is a review that I was looking extremely forward to on my way home from the beach. Now, this fragrance is called Perry Ellis for Men. Those of you who are familiar with this fragrance will know that this is a very classic fragrance, a fragrance which has been around for quite a long time. I mean, it came out in 1985. This year is its 31st anniversary. Can you believe it? It's crazy, right? Now, I had not actually heard of this fragrance when I first saw it. Now, I got this from Ross. I think I paid about $19.99 for this scent, which is actually amazing value considering two things. Considering the fact that it's 150 ml, so it's a 5 fluid ounce bottle, and the fact that it's also discontinued, according to Base Notes. I don't know if it actually is. You guys might have to help me out with that. This fragrance is the signature fragrance to Perry Ellis. I was very curious because I wanted to know whether a lot of other people had actually reviewed this fragrance on YouTube. I could not find any. So if there's actually any reviews out there, please let me know because I would love to see them. Now, 1985 this came out. I'm so looking forward to reviewing this because I think that this fragrance is amazing. Here's what the bottle looks like. This is your 150 ml. It's absolutely huge. We get Perry Ellis. Don't know if you can. You cannot really see it. We get Perry Ellis Eau de Toilette on the bottle. You cannot really see it. It's very small writing. The cap is black, and we get this really nice sort of white pearl effect thing on the top, which I actually really like. Comes off quite easily, so if you are handling this fragrance, just be easy on the cap. Sprayer, decent. It's not amazing. In terms of the notes, in the top we get bergamot and galbanum. In the middle we get rose and carnation, and in the base we get leather, moss, and vanilla. Now, before I talk about each individual note, I just want to say one thing which really gave me a bit of nostalgia. When I smelled this, it didn't smell like anything else, and I mean anything. That was the one thing about it. It's incredibly different, incredibly unique, something that's definitely original. But the one thing that made me feel very intrigued, and like I said, give me a bit of nostalgia, was that it reminded me of my childhood. From one memory, that is. I remember being about 5, maybe 6 years old, and I was getting a family portrait done with the rest of my family. And I can remember we were in this bar beforehand, and my dad and other people were drinking at the time. They were having a drink and stuff. And back then, it was actually legal to smoke cigarettes in bars at the time. Like now, obviously, we cannot do it because it's illegal and stuff. But back then, you could do it. And I can remember being a kid, sitting down, and the smell of alcohol and cigarettes combining together. That was pretty much what 99% of bars and pubs in the UK used to smell like. So what I'm saying is, guys, that this fragrance pretty much smells like that. I get this tobacco-y, smoky vibe with this very nice, boozy sort of beer sort of smell. Now, I don't know if it's actually like a lager or a beer note that I'm getting. It could just be my mind playing tricks on me. I do get that sort of vibe. It just brings me back to that moment. Anyway, back to the review. Now, in terms of the notes, bergamot. Do I get any of that? Not really. It's very mild. A little bit spicy though, I will say that. It's light, but it's spicy at the same time, and it's sort of hiding behind this galbanum note, which is actually pretty awesome. Now, galbanum isn't one of my favorite notes in fragrances, but I just so happen to love the galbanum in this fragrance. It's so bold, it's so masculine, and it just no doubt smells very rich. I love it. Now, when the heart notes appear, this fragrance will be on your skin for about 20 minutes. Once the 20 minutes is up, you get this amazing rose note. Now, whenever I've smelled a rose, like for example, I'm going to mention the Dreamer by Versace, the rose note in that fragrance I think is very dominant. This is a little bit like that, but the rose is different. The rose in the Dreamer smells a little bit warm. It smells quite unique. It doesn't smell like a traditional rose, and I guess the tobacco and the iris mix with that to make it smell more smooth and a little bit more recent. What's the word? Recent? No, modern, I should say. This fragrance isn't like that. This fragrance smells like a straight up rose smell. So if you've ever smelled like a rose bar of soap or rose body lotions that, say, an elderly lady would wear, this is like that. And I don't actually hate that smell. I actually think it's pretty good. So that's what this is like. It's like that type of rose, just so you know. And the carnation, I get a tiny bit of carnation. It's very floral. It's very, very heady at this point. I mean, the fragrance is heady to begin with. I mean, it's very bold. It's very strong. And heady, like I said, it's just so strong. But after about 20 minutes, once that rose and carnation comes in, it just creates this big giant flower bomb. And I'm not talking Viktor and Rolf style. I'm talking Perry Ellis 1985 style. It's really, really strong stuff, guys. So yeah, just know that when you spray this, it's going to fill the room and it might give you a headache. So just go easy on the spray. Give one spray. That's all you need. Like right now, one spray around here and it's already super strong. So just be careful. In terms of the base notes, I do get a little bit of leather. The leather's very warm, smells quite animalic. It's pretty good. Pretty nice leather note. Do get a bit of moss. I would say it's very green. It kind of smells a little bit herbally with a little bit of spice behind it. It's quite a nice sort of earthy moss smell. I really do like it in this scent. And the vanilla, yes. Once the fragrance has been on your skin for about 8 hours, guys, we do get a very smooth, soft, but quite sweet bourbon vanilla sort of smell. And the only reason I'm saying bourbon is because, again, it reminds me of that booziness that I'm getting and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty different. I'm sorry about the light. All the time I'm trying to cover it with my head, but I'm not really realizing it when I'm talking and stuff. So I do apologize for that. But yes, I think this is a great fragrance. Just know that when you pick up this fragrance and you find a bottle, maybe for cheap, maybe whatever price you pay for this, as long as you have it, smell it out, see what you think. Because it is a very heavy fragrance. It's very heady, but no doubt very nice, especially in the dry down. The dry down is probably my favorite part because it doesn't become heady anymore. It does mellow out to something very sweet, and that's when the vanilla comes in with that touch of leather. So it's a very formal sort of fragrance. It's very nice, something very different. Like I said, I've never smelled anything else like this, so if you do like unique scents, you might want to give this one a try. So guys, thank you so much for watching my review on Perry Ellis for Men by Perry Ellis. This fragrance came out in 1985 and it's definitely a classic but very formal fragrance. Give it a try. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you all have an amazing new year. Thank you so much for everything you guys have done for me here in 2016. Let's see if we can get over 1,000 subscribers. That would mean a lot to me, so if you guys can help me out with that, thank you so much. Keep smelling good, have a great one, and enjoy your new year. Bye-bye for now.